Today on the channel, we continue to chronicle our adventures in all these different He-Man and the Masters of the Universe waves. And once again, we go to the brand new Chronicles line for Trapjaw and Skeletor.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and we'll go back to the channel for another Masters of the Universe Chronicles unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we're back to the Chronicles movie edition figures with Skeletor and Trapjaw. But of course, for all your Skeletor, Trapjaw, Masters of the Universe, and everything else under the sun needs, make sure you're hitting up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Gotta get a deal out there. And we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And we'll start with Trapjaw, work our way into Skeletor. How about? Two of the nastiest, most evil people in Eternia, Trapjaw and Skeletor, and two of my absolute favorites too, as we know. Trapjaw looking very good here, Chronicle style packaging. We're getting used to this by now here. Very interesting line of figures. I'm not over the moon with them yet. I do like them. I wouldn't say I'm totally in love with them. We're going to need more figures, and I want to see stuff outside of the movie. Now, we've seen Scareglow, we've seen King Grayskull, but I want to see some other stuff outside of the movie to see how this line truly is, to really run it through its paces throughout everything. But so far for movie figures, they have been enjoyable, and I have a feeling once we do see the movie, maybe we'll enjoy these a little bit more. So I guess we'll wait and see on that as well. Masters Universe logo up top there. Got the hook at the top as well to hang it on the pegs. What do we got? 6 and up, Trapjaw, evil and armed for combat. He's got the deluxe articulation. Nothing too fun there. There's He-Man and Trapjaw, a little rounding out on the package. Looking very good. And then on the back, very cool purple and black colors together. Looking very nice. Got a little blurb up there in the corner. What's it say about our friend Trapjaw? The menacing monster of a man with machine parts serves as Skeletor's walking weapon of destruction. Trapjaw leads his master's army across Eternia in search of the key to Castle Grayskull, the Sword of Power. All right, if you say so. Finally getting some more bad guys here. We got Trapjaw, Skeletor, Triclops, and I guess Scareglow as well so far from Chronicles. See you later, goodbye. Shuffle. Plastic prison. Do we got anything inside here? Oops, see you later, goodbye. Is there a baggie in here? No baggie. No baggie, no nothing. Just Snake Mountain. Just Snake Mountain. See you later, goodbye. Plastic Trapjaw prison. Lock him up. Get the old scissors out because you know you can't spell Mattel without twist ties. A lot of twist ties here. Legs, arms. You got to lock a dangerous individual like Trapjaw up. It wasn't Trapjaw like turned into this by Skeletor. Like, I think he's had a couple of different biographies over the years, but did he get like acid poured on him or something like that that made him look all crazy? I forget where and what I was reading about something like that. I don't know. Skeletor helped rebuild him or put him back together. See you later, goodbye. I can't remember, but let's dive into it here. Let's see what we got going on. Ooh, there's stuff I like and stuff I'm not sure about here. But let's dive into it first. We get the extra hand here. He's got a gripping hand out of the package. The other one, he can claw you. You know, if you're he's coming from behind, he'll just claw you in the back. You know, scratch your back up. He can do that right there. Got some brown wrappings around the blue hand as well. Blue skin tone, almost like a Smurf, but different. Got the big hook hand here. One of his most iconic, I would say, accessories for his hands. You got the big hook looking very nice. Gonna give you the hook off the side of the stage if you're not careful, so we get that. We do get the big sword. That's interesting. I don't really think of him as sword too often, but I can see it in the movie. Of course, he's taking it on with He-Man. They're squaring off, and he's using this probably against He-Man. Looking interesting. Plugs right into the arm cannon, and I guess we'll just finish it off with this arm here. He's got his mechanical arm. It is a blaster out of the package. He's shooting. Would have been cool to see like an effect piece or something out of the package on that one. Wait a minute here. What is going on? What is going on? Does this come off? How's this work? Okay. Yeah, it comes off. I was going to say, I thought this was going to plug into this, I'm like, wait, it looks almost like the piece is broken off inside there. It is not, but it is that same kind of color in there. But it is his blaster arm. It just unplugs very easily. Put the sword arm in if you want to. Choose your own adventure. Whatever you want displayed on him, you can do. I've always kind of been partial to the cannon arm, though, personally. It just feels and looks a little bit better. Maybe that's personal preference, though. But we do get that. Get some spikes on it. Get the Road Warrior spikes up there on the top as well. Full-on mechanical arm, looking pretty good. But let's dive into the face on this one. Let's dive into the head. Got that pink helmet over the top. Got some spikes up there as well. Got that green skin tone color looking extra evil. And he's got those evil, determined eyes. His eyes are a little bit high, so it does make him look a little bit more evil. Got some nasty teeth, and he's got the jaw, dare I say, has the trap jaw down below. You do get articulation on the jaw. Not a ton of movement, but there is at least a little bit of movement. That would have been just against all points of humanity if he wouldn't have had a mobile jaw, but it is movable there, looking pretty good. You got another shoulder guard on the side, not as big as the other one. Got the strap all over the top as well to hold everything down. Very bright blue skin tone color on him. He's got a little wristwatch, it almost looks like here. And then he's got the hand here, the traditional gripping hand. Not sure exactly what he's going to be gripping on that. He does got the Trapjaw United States title here, which is interesting. He came to the U.S. once in the 80s, and he won that and never defended it again in the United States, only in Eternia. Got the skirt over the top as well. Really wish we had some spots to attach his weapons to, and I guess there's no real spot to hang them either. Would have been nice, old school Trapjaw style. You could have put him on his belt or something. Could have had all these things handy. Now you're going to have to store them away in a baggie, I guess is what we're going to have to do. I got enough baggies around here, Todd. I found that baggie of yours full of that white powder earlier. I don't know what that was. Oh, baking soda? That makes sense. Math checks out. I like the teal coloring on the front of the thighs here. That gives a little different color to this, and it really popped my eye. When I first saw this, that's what caught my eye first, was the teal down here, so I guess it's working to pop your eyes. Looking very good. Very robot-like legs on this guy as well, down to the kind of the robot boots. Big shin protectors here and all day long. That's Carlton Fisk White Sox edition there. Early 90s, late 80s Carlton Fisk style. Shout out to the Fisk man. I wonder what he's up to these days. I got to add him to my call list. I need to call him, see what he's up to. I haven't talked to him in, gosh, it's been probably 2 years. Probably 2 years since we talked to Carlton Fisk. We went out to that little place. Yeah, Bennigan's. You know, I was trying to sound fancy, but yeah, we went to Bennigan's. And he ate 2 Monte Cristos that night. Carlton Fisk, an all-timer out there. One of the great catchers and a guy that could put down 2 Monte Cristos in one sitting. Unbelievable. And yeah, I know, Todd paid the bill that night. It was even a better night for me. Free food always tastes better, Todd. We know how that goes. But looking very good here, all points considered. Arm does go around. Now the shoulder blades or the shoulder guards up here do move a little bit, but you can't get a full sweeping all the way around on that one. You get a little bit outside to side. You get a single jointed elbow. You do get side to side at the bicep for it. And then this is removable, as we know. And not like this is going to be a Spider-Man arm or something like that. He's kind of limited by his mechanicalness is what he is. He does got the hula hoop up top, plus a traditional waist. Drop down hips, a carryover from the Masterverse. Legs go out pretty well there. Thigh cut, not really, but you do get the side to side, so you don't really need a thigh cut. Double jointed pinless knees, you know I'm here for that. Ankles up, down, back, forth, side to side. Looking pretty good. It is Trapjaw. I don't know. I've been threatening to do top 5 and top 10 Masters of the Universe figures on the channel. I might get into that in the future. We'll see what happens. But I'm not sure where this guy would rank quite yet. I guess he's still fresh and new, but I'm liking it more than I originally thought I would in hand. So that's always a good sign. It's always great when you buy something and it's you end up liking it more than you thought you would. It feels like extra value is what it feels like to me. And extra value when he fits on the ringside stand as well. So make sure you get your WWE stands if you want that. But old Trapjaw, ready to rock and roll, strut and stroll his way into our hearts. But now it's time for the baddest of the bad, like a young Froggy Fresh. We got Skeletor, of course, the most evil person in Eternia. Skeletor, rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling straight into our hearts. That's going to be the big money maker as far as the movie goes for me personally. I'm going to go see the movie. I even got early passes, Todd, and you and I are going. It's going to be great, but you're not sitting on my lap this time. But you will buy the concession stuff, so that's for sure. But I'm not sure about the Skeletor quite yet. You got to see it. If Skeletor works and he looks good, he looks menacing, not too much comedy involved, it could be a winner. It's all going to really hinge on this performance for me personally, but we'll see what happens. Similar packaging to Trapjaw as we know. Skeletor He-Man wrapped around like it should be. Little glamour shot on the side. 6 and up once again. The evil Lord of Destruction. Skeletor looking good. What's it say on the back here? Skeletor terrorizes all of Eternia in his search for the Power Sword, the key to unlocking the secrets of Castle Grayskull. The evil sorcerer will stop at nothing to claim the sword and conquer the universe. So he's a swordsman, Todd McFarlane, a swordsman, a long swordsman is what I've been told. Good for him, good for him. Playing all the hits is what he's doing. We're going to get old Skeletor out. See you later, goodbye. See you later, goodbye. Not a lot of extras with this Skeletor. Now, the hand did fall out of the package. It was floating around. We did get the gripping hand. And then what's this hand going to be? Fist of Fury. Nothing worse than getting punched in the face by a skeleton, let me tell you. Got that going on. Got the Havoc staff, which looks nice. But no sword or anything like that. I would have liked to have seen the sword with him. Just if it's briefly or whatever, just a little extra value. And I'm already getting into things. Forgot all about the twist ties. What am I dealing with? I'm not dealing with Hasbro here. I'm dealing with Mattel. They're the masters of twist ties. And you guys know I was over at Mattel Revealed not too long ago with a good friend of the channel, Pixel Dan. We were cutting it up, and we even cut a rug back there. We were doing some stuff. But we saw the Mattel team over there, of course, as you can imagine, said, can we get more twist ties? And they said, we got you guys. We got you guys. We're going to get more twist ties for you. And so far, they're really holding up to their end of the bargain here. More twist ties than ever with Mattel. Trying to keep up with McFarlane, I guess, what they're trying to do. Trying to keep up with my carpet. See you later up high. Goodbye. Get these twist ties off of here. Are you kidding me? Get those off of there. Contest still running. We run that contest every year. Be on the lookout for that. But now we're going to look out for this Havoc staff here. Hallmarks of the Havoc staff, but also different. It's got a little interesting turn to it here. It took a little turn. And then you got a goat's head up here once again, or ram's head, whatever it is. A ram's head, maybe. Looking extra creepy, looking more realistic, looking more skeleton-like, as we usually see it in action figure form, like all of purple color throughout. This looks and feels a bit different here. Got the spike on the end, so you can put it in the ground or you can put it in your face. Either way, we're a winner either way. But looking good here. Looks good. I guess this is how it's going to look in the movies. So diving into Skeletor now. Not a lot of extras with Skeletor. And I guess we could see some more Chronicle Skeletors in the future. I would really imagine that will be the case. But we're going to dive into Skeletor first. And very thankful, once again, we do get the movable jaw on him. So him and Trapjaw both need movable jaws. I really think any skeleton, creature, figure, whatever it needs to be, needs to have a movable jaw to add personality to the skeleton. We do got that here. But he does look a little strange here. He looks like a guy that had like cancer in his mouth or something. And we know all about cancer here. You know, I just recovered from cancer. Yes, it's true. You guys followed along on my cancer journey. And then a lot of people said, I don't know what you're even talking about. I'm like, you don't watch the channel enough if you don't know about it. But I survived, Todd. I survived another day. We'll see what happens when I have to go back in 6 months for another checkup. They just want to keep seeing me, I guess. But I survived, but I don't think Skeletor did. I think he was a red man. He liked the chaw, of course, and that'll get you. And I think he lost part of his jaw there because it does look like he's missing some pockets of bone in his face. At least that's what it looks like to me. He does got some red eyes. You got to kind of turn it at the right angle to see that right eye back in there, but right eye, red eye back in there, but he does have the red eyes. Would love it if those were almost glow in the dark or a little brighter. I always like some creepiness inside of the socket of the eye, but I'm sure they're trying to keep this as close to the movie as they possibly can. He does got the hood over the top. The hood does not come down, anything like that. It does kind of go a little bit longer on the end there, so that is a little nice. And I'm glad it doesn't go way down or attached to the cape, so it gives extra movability, posability with this one by doing it that way. He does got the cape here, of course, representing cape season for one Lando Calrissian. Looking good, looking weathered. Would have been nice if it was a soft goods cape. That's personal preference, though. You got the jewel right there holding and attaching to everything. He's got those forearm guards playing all the hits, and then he's got the Skeletor belt there. Got some snakes on there. Enter the Snake Men. Can see them coming in the future. Got a kind of a Roman gladiator protector right there, down into the purple boots, the purple and black attack, running strong. And then he's got a skin tone akin to a Smurf here, but he's got a little bit of a whitewash over the blue. All day long, this looks like a Skeletor. If somebody hands me this, I know it's Skeletor. It's not what I think of at first with Skeletor, but this could be the Skeletor for a whole new age, for a whole new set of kids and adults and everybody in between. So it'll be very interesting to see how this one does here in the future. Now, his arms do go all the way around. He does got butterfly shoulders, bicep cut, double jointed, pinless elbows, playing all the hits right there. Hands back and forth, side to side, removable. Head back and forth, side to side, removable. You also got the neck articulation on this one, which is always nice to see. Dumbbell joint at the top, plus traditional waist. Big old splits if you need them. Leg goes up for that big old boot. Double jointed, pinless knees there. Boot cut, no boot cut. But you do get the ankles back, forth, side to side, up and down. No toe articulation. He does got a little bit of that McFarlane balls in the feet, which I am not a huge fan of. We saw that with older McFarlanes and occasionally still some McFarlanes. We do have that with this here. And it does feel very import-like as far as the articulation, especially those kind of unsightly joints there in the elbow. Reminds me a lot of Storm Collectible figures, which I love Storm Collectible figures, but I'm not a huge fan of that. But I know if you like some of the import figures, you probably are a fan of that. So to each their own, as we always say as well. Does he fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand? Come on, Skeletor. His hole's not as tight as you'd think. He got right in there. Got right in there. You'd think it'd be tighter, but nope, it's not. But there it is, Skeletor and Trapjaw, the evil duo. But let's bring out another evil doer here from the movie. We got old Triclops. We unboxed this guy a couple of months ago on the channel. Check that review out if you have not already. And Trapjaw does not want to stand for me here. Very unprofessional here. Doesn't even know where... There we go. There we go. We got that, but we also got some of the heroes. We got Man-at-Arms ready to go. We also got He-Man ready to go. Ready to reenact the movie at home now in the action figure department. Always great to have He-Man and Skeletor. I can see a lot of people saying, that's all I need is He-Man and Skeletor. I want representation of just them. Kind of like some people do with the Ninja Turtles. I just want the 4 turtles. I don't want anything else. I can see people doing that same thing with He-Man and Skeletor. But very, very cool. Very, very fun figures here today. 2 of my all-time favorite villains of the 80s. Trapjaw, his original figure, was so iconic to me as a little kid. Love this one here. I don't know if I love it to that aspect, but we'll see. He might steal my heart in the movie, which is coming very, very soon. And I'll probably do a full review of the movie on my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, available every Tuesday wherever podcasts are found. Video cast on YouTube. Dragging my wife, Angie, who knows nothing of He-Man. We'll get both of our thoughts on that movie when the time does come. So make sure you subscribe now. You don't want to miss an episode of the podcast. Also, while you're here, let me know your comments down below on these figures. Which one's your favorite from the Chronicles so far? Be interested to hear your thoughts on this line as it kind of finagles its way through. I'm very excited and hopeful for more outside of movie edition figures so we can really kind of see what's going on with this toy line. More to come very soon, and I would assume, we know what happens when we assume, but San Diego Comic-Con will be the answer for that. But besides that, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Check out Patreon, YouTube channel memberships for early access to all my videos from both my channels and my podcast. Best way to support the channel, of course. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and The Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com, which is named my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, available where podcasts are found, with video cast on YouTube. So for a little Chronicles unboxing today from He-Man and the Masters Universe, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?